I know.
Right, so if we push this down.
3, 2, 1.
Our children are allowed to have a real joy in their day. They're allowed to have great fun, they're allowed to laugh, they're allowed freedom, and this really helps them to be engaged and motivated when they come to school.
Our school's gone through a lot of changes. Before the pandemic, it was very structured. We had elements of play throughout the school, but in my classroom anyway, we did a lot of activities rather than play. Play was the reward rather than the learning. Okay, are we ready to go and explore?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Since the pandemic, it has gone more play-based. It's a lot more child-led and it's a lot more fun.
So now each class has at least 3 play experiences every week. And these are timetabled, they're agreed for by the staff, and they happen in different spaces across the school.
It's really helpful to have those sessions actually scheduled in. You know you're going to be using it at that time, rather than in previous years we've had the option of having play at a certain time, but it wasn't structured, so that would be the first thing that could get taken out your timetable if you were falling behind. So now we don't take it out.
Having the excitement of the different areas around the school keeps them engaged and keeps them interested. And it's all around the same idea that they're focusing on in class. Now, on our expedition the other day, we were learning all about dams. So you can see if you can use the Play-Doh and the lollipop sticks to make something out of the pictures. We've got some.
Having these hands-on experiences helps them to link what they learn in the classroom into something which they're doing with their hands, that they're able to talk to their friends about. When it comes to planning playful experiences, the trick is to not over-plan it. You see so many beneficial outcomes just from setting up an area with different resources for them to explore.
We talk about 4 main skills: are creativity, problem solving, teamwork and communication. And I think they're skills that can't necessarily be taught by a teacher, so play allows them to be off exploring that on their own with other children. It's a time for the adults to step back and the children just take control of what they're doing. The freedom sometimes can cause them to have conflicts and things, but that's the beauty of play as well. They're off away from adults, developing their skills to resolve conflict on their own.
We get to see them in a different light at play, and they're using those skills, those real world skills of literacy, numeracy, but they're using it in a different way. And it's a way that's probably more akin to what they will do in the real world outside. The children have a much wider attention span when we come to play. They can go deeper, quicker. It's also embedding those social skills as well.
Bailey, we're trying to figure out because there's a lump bit in the middle and it might get stuck.
So the school's absolutely been on a journey. We've modelled the different play experiences to let the teachers see what is possible.
So gravity is pulling it towards the ground, and since it's at a slope, it draws it all the way down that way.
And then the teachers have piloted them. It's then allowed us to say, okay, so this is working really well.
Good job, into houses, well done.
So I think it's got to be a careful process, that you don't overwhelm people by doing everything at once. You let people try it out, see the benefits.
That's amazing.
Since August this year, we welcomed 80 new students to school, many of whom are Ukrainians. We are so thankful that these play experiences we have are absolutely embedded in the school, because it's allowed our children to bond together. We can definitely see a difference in the children's communication skills because they are working together. There's a lot of listening, a lot of talking, a lot of respect shown, listening to other people's views. You see that engagement, that deep learning that they're having through play, and that's so good for their well-being.